What is up? Welcome to another episode of Fast First Deal Fridays, where we focus on practical, no nonsense strategies you can apply immediately to help you get closer to doing your first deal. So, this week we're going to focus on maximizing your weekend schedule, leveraging free tools to generate leads, and turning your no's into yes. And as always, I got kids running around my house screaming, so enjoy. So the first is maximizing your weekend schedule. How do you plan your time efficiently to focus on high impact tasks like calling leads, attending networking events, and then visiting potential properties? Well, for me, what I do on Saturdays is a day that I follow up. I'm outdoor knocking because a lot of times people are home on Saturdays versus during the week. So the properties that didn't answer during the week that you put an NA for not available, you're knocking on those doors on Saturdays. I'm following up any loose ends, any people that I needed to get back to. Tomorrow, for example, I have a couple properties I need to underwrite and submit some offers into. There's some agents I need to call. So I'm just looking at Saturday as a day to just leverage people being home, people answering their phones. Maybe they were at work during the week when I tried to call or text them. So I'm going to start that off early in the morning tomorrow, probably like 9 o'clock. I'll start using Prop AI, auto dialing. I'll use a Go High Level product, be texting people, and then I'll just be following up with other people on the phone. The second thing is leveraging free tools to generate leads. I mentioned this before on a different episodes. There's a lot of free tools out there to help you generate leads. One is, which is my favorite, going to county websites and downloading the pre-foreclosure list. You download that list and then you use software like True People Search. It's not even a software, it's a website. You can reverse look the address up and get their phone numbers and text and call people. The other one is social media platforms. Weekends are a good time to do your post. Like, hey, I want to do a deal with you. Who's buying in this area? Finding cash buyers, doing things like that. And then also local community events and network meetups, sub 2 meetups, and just connecting with your peers in the area that you're working in. And talking to people, connecting with people, and building relationships. And the third one is how do you turn your no's into yes? So practical strategies to overcome objections with skeptical sellers, turning them into skeptical sellers to motivated partners. So what I like to do, first, I just talk to sellers and I try to picture myself being in their shoes. And a lot of times I use words like it seems like, or it feels like, where you're mirroring them. You're repeating what they're saying. When they say, oh, I lost my job. And then you say, oh, you lost your job. And then you just shut up and you listen. One of the best ways to overcome objections is to listen and just hear them out and allow them to open up to you and share, so then you can just go deeper and deeper and deeper till you get their motivation. And what I find the most important thing is what is the motivation for somebody who even wants to sell. I spoke to 2 sellers today. One was listed on the market, one wasn't. The one that was listed on the market was moving out of state. They have a moving truck coming in a month. Like, they have motivation. The market is rejecting the price that they have the property listed for. Why is the market rejecting it? Well, it's rejecting it because no one is giving an offer at their listing price. So this seller has time, father time, ticking against him. So I came in and offered a creative solution because a cash offer would not work for him. So I'm going to follow up with his agent tomorrow and present an offer and a solution, right? We get paid to solve problems. The other seller, who when I got on the phone, she was very, I could feel her barriers and the walls were up. You know, she basically was tired of investors calling her and saying, I'll give you, you know, your house is worth 400, I'll give you 295, I'll give you 285, like a really low amount. And her husband worked very hard to get this house a few years back, and now they fell behind and they're looking to sell the property. But they don't want to just take a loss and do a fire sale. So I sat there, I listened to her, I was blunt with her, I could feel her resistance. So I basically was like, listen, sounds like you've been getting, there goes that word. It seems like you've been getting a lot of phone calls from investors, and I'm not going to waste your time. And she was like, yes, I have been. So then I just went into offering her creative solution, which was seller finance. But turning a no into yes, biggest takeaway is listen, follow up with people, and just be the person who adds value. Don't be the person who is just remembered as, yeah, that jerk off called me and was like, I want to buy your house. You know? No, that person called me up, listened to me, asked me what was going on, and then they was able to help me. So that's how I do it. You know, everyone has their own ways, but at the end of the day, you're adding value and you're helping them, and that's how you get to turn your no's into yes. So I hope you enjoyed this episode of Fast First Deal Fridays, and until next week, if you need help with a deal, DM me deal. I can help with contracts. I can help lock them up. I can help structure them, whatever. And if you need help with dispo or a buyer for your deals that you do have locked up, DM me dispo. And I will see you on the next episode. Let's